Oh shit, that's right. The fucking streamer awards are today, kid. No kidding. Wait, they start at 3? God damn, I thought they would have started at like 6. Huh. Well, what do you know? Alright. Well, a later start than I was hoping for, but there was some things that slowed me down for sure. It makes sense why it happened, why I'm a little later than ideal, but it is indeed still a little later than ideal. Now, my hair is still wet, and I don't like putting on my headset when my hair is wet, how that feels. So, I guess maybe I'm going to use the broken earbuds that only give me sound in one ear for a little bit. Guess that's the plan. RIP earbuds. Yeah, I mean, it's not like it's not like it's like a new development. These ones have been, you know, only working in 1 year for a long time anyway, but what am I doing? Launch the video game. That would be a good idea. Let's launch the video game. And I think I need to move myself, maybe? Not exactly. I don't really remember where I'm supposed to move myself when I play this game. But I think I'm actually gonna have the camera off for just a bit, okay? Because I want to take screenshot of the deck. So, speaking of, I already did the building because I had to check in at like 9 or something and then build the deck. Now what I wanted to do for the screenshot was put some things over here. You and this guy and this guy and this guy. I think that was it. And then go up. And these are like the bonus cards I was considering, but did not actually put in. Okay. So this was a tough build because I did have some blue cards that were pretty good. I'm only showing the really, really good one here, which is this guy. It's just really good. But one, I don't have any fixing of any kind, even though I did open 2 rare lands, which is not a good thing, typically. And even worse in this case, because neither of them really apply to the colors that I had of good stuff. And let it be said, I do think this deck is worse than last week's deck, like by a decent margin. So I already had less confidence going into this week anyway, because it's supposed to be all, you know, quote unquote better players, right? Because it's only people that qualified. Secret, not so secret. Stream begins. But there are definitely still some good stuff here. But I was definitely tempted between blue, black, and red the most, and whether I was thinking like blue, red splash this big guy. This guy is the best thing in the deck. This mega demon fella, Rakdos. But he does cost a lot, and he's kind of almost our backup plan, to be honest, because the rest of the deck is fairly low-costed, as you can tell. Low-costed creatures. And you can kind of also tell that I don't have many other red and black cards left. So, yeah. Basically, we're hoping that this card can pop off. Part of the reason why we have low-cost cards is because this thing will let us draw extra cards every time. If we empty our hand. And then these are sort of some upper end cards to hopefully finish the game off type deal. Now, this card is good, but I think it might be a little too finicky. So, I'm not playing it. This card also good, but I think it makes more sense for me to do this combat trick instead, because it costs less and because it's like kind of a guaranteed trade as long as they trade damage at all, whereas this one, I feel like I'm more likely to end up getting blown out in a worse manner. I don't know, maybe that's... It has higher upside, but then higher downside, I would say, whereas this has less upside, because it's probably going to be a creature trade, but also less downside in terms of, I think, less of a blowout. And then these cards are okay. Like, I would have to play them mono black, though, for their disguise. So that... I am thinking I might end up bringing one of these in, just because I don't really have any other flyers, so there's not a ton of other ways to, like, finish the job if things get walled out. So I'm kind of interested in one of these, perhaps. Maybe this one, because it costs a little less to flip, though the ability doesn't matter quite as much. But I don't know, there's also a lot of 1/1 tokens and stuff, so I don't know how much I love it. And then, yeah, that covers all of the cards that I said. So, okay. Screenshot. Then I think we begin, really. Take these out. Back to 40 cards. Cards right of the lands are sideboard / ones I didn't keep. Okay, yes, you do understand, totally. All right, we have 4 and a change hours. Hey, so it is snowing, but I don't think it's gonna accumulate to anything. Yeah, the stream did start later than I was hoping. I was hoping more like 1:30 or something, or maybe even earlier, but exercising was a whole... that didn't go quite as planned, I would say. Definitely I want to be on the play. This is an awful hand, Okay. Hmm. This is a better hand. I think we actually just get rid of this card, because it costs more, and then start me here. I will attack with my fish. So, this is a pretty good hand for Case of the Crimson Pulse, I will say that much. Yeah, double fish, let's go. They're not going to want to block that. Now, here's where it starts to go downhill because, one, I missed a land drop, and two, if they play like a 3-3, then it's not great. But I will have the shock, so maybe we can trade something. Okay. I think... Oh, it's tempting. You know what? Let's attack. If they trade, that's kind of fine, to be honest. Yeah, they take it. And then I'll play this guy. I like the idea of keeping the shock for next turn here. So it's one more red would be pretty good. One more mountain would be good. Okay. Alright, that's fine. Beginning of your end step. If a face-down creature entered the battlefield... What does this do? I don't know why they did that. To be honest, I don't exactly know why they did that. It doesn't really make sense to do this ability, I don't think. So, I'm gonna attack with these. And then we can always flash in this or shock something. If we draw another red, we could do this on end step and then shock and then play this, and that's pretty optimal, I would say. Would be pretty optimal. We're looking for them to play something that then we can kill. Well, we can kill that. It's not... It wasn't what I was hoping for, but... Okay. Let this happen. Kill this thing. Pay the ward cost. Okay. Well, you know what? That does give me a big attack this coming turn, potentially. If we draw... Interesting case here. Okay, that's not good. So you know what? We're going to attack and then do this. Extract Confession, discard a card. Now that's much better. And then again here, I think I'm going to wait it out. Play this on something if I need to. That seems pretty good. This is a much different deck from last week. We're way more aggressive. And this is great for that because it can't be countered. So that's pretty good. They might have to hold back here though. Okay. Are you going to attack with both? No, you're going to attack with just that one, which makes sense. Now I think what I'm supposed to do here is kill the Tunnel Tipster. Because it can become a 3/3 and block. Plus, that uses 4 of our mana, which is more efficient. Now, ooh, that's also pretty good. Okay. Because now we can equip this to this guy. Which is pretty strong. Attack with everything. Going to decline. They have to block at least one thing because they're at 5. So that's the good play here. And this will play out. And then I will kill this. Can't be countered by ward ability. Now next turn we play Case of the Crimson Pulse and we really finish the job here. They do have a lot of lands, no doubt. Okay, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. No doubt about it. That's pretty good. Pretty good. That is pretty good. I think I just play this. Like, the Unscrupulous Agent doesn't really do anything for me. Yeah, it would make them exile that card, but then we wouldn't get anything out of it. Okay, that's pretty good. Let's, yeah, let's, so I do that and I get 2 creatures back, but I don't really like those creatures that much. If I do this, I drain them for 2, so they'll have to block if I do it first. And if I do this, then I can also discard one of them. I think this is the right play then. Do this, drain for 2. The problem is now I won't have the Case of the Crimson. That part is bad, for sure. Okay. Double block the fish? No, they have a pump or something? No. No. You, with 1? You definitely wouldn't be able to kill the Reckless Detective with 1 mana. They're just considering the double block on the fish. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, risky play. But I respect it. 1 is not 0. What they don't know is that I have another shock in the deck, as well as that 1 orc guy that if he dies does 2 damage. Granted, he has lifelink with that flyer. I imagine he's gonna flip that thing? I might use this Unscrupulous Agent to get this card out of their hand. Okay, well. I'm gonna go ahead and attack, because I have to. And I'm gonna discard the Unscrupulous Agent. And they don't know about this Rakdos. They don't know about this Rakdos in my hand? Okay. That does something that I don't care about really right now. Could I have won this turn? No. Actually... maybe. I don't know. There might have... if I had caught red-handed their their whatever, maybe. But I think this is... I don't think you have... Do you have the 2-mana counter in your hand? I don't think so. Okay. Gonna be pretty hard for me to get down to 1 card now. I don't think this is possible now, but that's okay. I don't think that's gonna do it. I got a 6/6 flying trample, and you got 2 flying in the air. I think we've wrapped it up. Havens, I think we've wrapped this one up. How was the rest of... Did you, I actually had, watched... I had the stream open of, the cap... Hold on a second. Did I just hear a knock? Is that me? Nah, I was hearing things. Oh, hey, they finished. That was funny. Okay, so they're definitely a little slower, but I also feel like they didn't have a great hand there. On my hand was pretty good. The only thing I would maybe think about is bringing in the chases on for something, but I feel like we should probably just run it back. This card seems not maybe as good, but I also think I need some amount of creatures, so I think I'm gonna leave it as is. Now, what I was gonna say was, I had watched a little bit of the Last Chance qualifier for Capcom Cup while I was getting ready for bed and stuff. I don't know if you saw any of that. I know you're kind of a Street Fighter 6 hater, it seems, but sometimes I'll watch the highest of high level stuff. Okay. I can respect that. Not a hater, but a disappointer. That's reasonable, I suppose. You were watching some Tekken 8. Okay. Was there like an event or just watching it to, watch it? Like some random people playing and stuff. I think I'm gonna just shock this. Kind of a good card, kind of an annoying card, and it taps for mana, so it keeps us on pace here. Get my fish going. Now, I don't expect the fish to do as well as last time, but that's good news for us. I will do this first and attack. Okay. Then Groundhog into Repeat of Thunder for the Surveil. That's pretty good. Pretty good gig. You were hanging out between a sword and a player's... Oh, a mod. You were modding, I see. I mean, we're one land away. I think I gotta keep that one on top. Granted, one land away to draw, but more than that... Oh, they're sacking to draw. That means they're either flooded, or they're missing a color, or like their hand is all high-cost spells. All of those things are good for me. So they are 3-color. Okay. Now, what I'm wondering is, well, yeah, I'll suspect, I guess, and let the herring die. And if they don't block, then that's kind of fine too. But this is 5 damage. So I imagine they're going to block the red herring. No, they're not. That means they want the ability. That's a risky move by them. No camera for now. I don't know. My hair's wet. I don't have the headset on. I'm chilling. I'll probably turn on the camera closer to the later end here. Now we do have 6 mana. I am kind of interested in killing this, because it gets countered. Now he might have a flip that he will flip. And he does. Okay. I didn't really... Wait, why didn't that kill it? That count? That doesn't do that? That's how that works? I didn't realize that's how that works. Oh, because it's 4 mana. That's tricky. Okay. Let's attack with just the fish this turn. Okay. And then I'll act like I have something in my hand, probably just do the pump, and then next turn either attack with stuff or wait and then just play Rakdos, because, that's really strong. I didn't see the whole Last Chance qualifier, though. Only a little bit while I was kind of getting things ready. Well, I can't block with Repeat Offender anyway. If you have a pump spell, I wouldn't mind you using it. But to me, that feels like it might be a... I don't know what that means, really. It's not really a good board wipe spot. But if that's all you're trying to do, then that's, like, super fine for me. I'm worried about having a counter for Rakdos. That's my main concern here. Well, they got something. I mean, I gotta play it. Okay, that's good news. That's good news for me, chat. That's great news for me. Oh, and two pretty good cards in hand, too. I'm definitely not blocking this, no matter what he does with the attack. Because if he has a pump or something, I'm not risking that. And then also, if he, like, whatever, I would take 3 damage. Oh, no. Now, if he does have a board wipe, it's not ideal. Or, you know, some way to kill Rakdos. Not ideal, but at least I already got a draw 2 out of it. You know what I mean? What up, Hank? Oh, because it's sorcery. Interesting. It also means they don't die right away. Unless I do... Well... You know what? What do you got? You got something against this, or do you die right now? Have you done ranking yet, Hank? Okay. Alright. Alright, Hank. That's okay, though, because it can't block anymore, so at least there's that. Not that it could anyway, but... Okay. Well... We can kill... We can kill the cloaked thing, or we can kill... yeah, I think we kill the cloaked thing. Unfortunately, I won't have enough to play Krenko afterwards, but I think that's what we do. Because that card's annoying. You've been really doing them, getting too into it. I will pay the 2. Okay, that's fine. Oh, this just stays in play. That is annoying. Okay. For some reason, I felt like it was a enchantment and it would like fall off. But yeah, that's not how that works at all. Rakdos has drawn me so many cards. Feels like it's hard to lose from here. Okay, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. They have officially dealt with it, to be fair. Now they're probably going to return this and then replay it. Oh, they're going to crack a clue first. So, Hank, this is a special event because I qualified for this thing. And I did that last week. So now we're playing in it now. Okay. So, I think we just want to play a bunch of things this turn. This. And then this. And then... I don't really want to attack with the Krenko and have it trade with the face down thing, because then he'll just bounce it and replay it. So I'm just going to wait out here. Yeah, it was kind of funny. It was last week we did a Secret Saturday stream as well, and I was basically just doing it for fun. And I was like, oh, I want to like play the new set. Let me try this thing. And then I accidentally qualified, and so that was like, oh, so I have to stream again Saturday then. So now we're here. Oh, he can keep doing that to get more things. Oh, that's really bad for me, actually. That's gonna make it really hard to win, in fact. I think I take this 3. Okay, that helps to some degree. Okay. Now, do this. See, this is kind of what we were looking for, because now I go boom, get that. It killed the wrong one, okay. But now I get to do this and get this back and get this back. And then they drained for 2. So I would say that went pretty well. Can you deal with 2 Rakdos? That's the question. I don't know if did you tune into any of the Twitch Plays Pokemon stuff at all, Hank? What if we went all the way? If we go all the way today, then I believe that means we have to, I believe that means we have to, play again tomorrow. You couldn't, but you'd have wanted to. They just finished tonight. Or, well, last night. I actually don't know if it was in the morning or if it was overnight. No, it was this morning. Because when I was looking this morning, they were doing... I think we win? Actually? Because we can pump the repeat offender. Okay, so you lose? Okay. So I can pump, pump, pump. And then they die? I'm pretty sure. Yeah, they're dead. Let's go! And we still had another Rakdos in hand. Yeah, this card's insane. That card's pretty insane, chat. Hello, the camera is now here. So, these are all 2 out of 3, which I did not realize at first. That makes this a lot harder. But yeah, so if we win, if we go all the way as Havens mentioned, then we qualify for day 2, which would be tomorrow. And then whatever happens tomorrow is when I could actually win money. But I don't expect this one to go all the way, although I will say, I do feel good. I spent quite a while this morning. Like, the deck we did last week, it was pretty much, I instantly knew pretty much what we were doing. This deck took a lot more, I don't know, Jim. Was it a flag? Was it a PI? I don't know, Jim. But, mainly because it seemed like I had to pick a somewhat aggressive deck, and I'm not really my wheelhouse. But I do think I kind of went the right way. RPV shows up when I show my face up on the screen finally. Who would have thought? Now, what's your Magic experience, Hank? Did you used to play? Dude, we get to go on the play again. This is not a good on the hand play. I think we have to mulligan this. I think we have to get rid of the Shady Informant, even though he's pretty good. You just walked in the door. Everybody do the dinosaur. It was a purposeful mulligan so we can do Case of the Crimson Pulse, obviously. I think it's better to just cranko and start cranking whatever. You know what I mean? You summon Pot of Greed. This card allows me to draw 2 cards from the top of my deck. This card allows me to place 2 cards from my library into my hand. So they're low on lands. I think that means I want to do this. Yeah, I want to do this and get hitting. I want to get hitting. For sure. Next turn I can double spell, long goodbye with something, and then Crimson Pulse, but I might not be able to long goodbye. Okay, that's pretty good too. You haven't bought anything in a while. Consider yourself pretty well versed. You go to pre-releases, play arena in person with friends, but I haven't been feeling like this. Just with friends. That's fine. That's fine and fair even. I think I do this and discard the mountain. I think that makes a lot of sense. And then just attack, because that's what I'm doing. And then we'll hold these. Because if they play something and then have to double block, then I can give Death Touch and get a double kill off of that, and that's a very strong move. Are they flipping it? What's it do? Okay, they get a land, and that gets bigger. Yeah. I think I'm gonna be going for this Death Touch double kill next turn. Do I want to long goodbye something now, though? Yes, because I want him to have to double block with the sentry, so I'm gonna go with the kill the 3/3. And then this way it looks like, well, okay, at least I'll trade with the 2/2, and then that's like the thing that I'm gonna do. Drawing a land there was not ideal, but so here we go. That's the ideal. And then I don't bother doing Death Touch, or I don't bother doing the thing. Crack this, because we're not going to have one land anyway. And then play this guy. Okay, alright. I mean, we're ahead, but we don't have much cards left, and they have a lot of cards left. So we need to get our case going. Yeah, who's your commander, and what does he do? Or do you have multiple commander decks? I have never played commander. I like draft and sealed the most. This is when they can definitely start turning it around, though. They got plenty of lands, plenty of cards in hand. Wow. Does that kill? No! I was like really hoping that couldn't kill that permanent, and now we pretty much lose unless we draw something really good. Yeah, that's pretty bad. That's pretty bad news. I didn't even know that could target that. That was all of our game plan right there. That was our entire game plan. Okay, I mean, it's a good use of value for me. If they use a pump spell, that's honestly fine. Okay, that was not the pump spell I was hoping for, to be honest. I was hoping more like a temporary pump, and now they're gonna kill me in like 4 turns. Yeah. Not great. We're empty-handed. I still feel like most of the plays I did made a lot of sense. I mean, I could have been more reserved with the repeat offender, I suppose. I can't even really do this because they can just block. They're being pretty reserved by not attacking here. I will say that. Not worth it. I was thinking about, like, if we somehow got Rakdos, 2 creature cards from a single graveyard. Okay, they don't have anything good yet either. I'm gonna do this. Okay. Okay, so they probably drew something finally. Now we can kill that with this. And I think that's what we're gonna do. As tempting as it is to wait for something good to be in a graveyard, I'm not really gonna be able to get in a graveyard. So I think this is fine, because now I can do the Reckless Detective thing. Discard card. Draw a card. It's another fucking swamp. Neheb and Ninja are the two commander decks you enjoy. You have a pump spell, of course you have a pump spell. They got everything now. They got fucking everything. Now I think there's multiple Nehebs. Oh, you have that's the mono red Neheb, I think, right? Mono red Neheb, rather. What did he just do? Oh, surveilled, okay. You just use wide burn spells, try to make huge X burn spells. That's fun. I can see that. Good old fireball. That doesn't matter that much, to be honest. That guy's basically just a jump block anyway. They've definitely been drawing way better than I have the last several turns. And I think this is like one turn too late. I think this is maybe one turn too late, but we'll see. I will get to draw cards, but they're going to be attacking on more lands, really. If they attack with everyone... I think... I have to block... If I block this, and this is like a 4-power thing, then I'm going to feel really dumb. So I'm going to take the middle ground and block the morph. We can definitely die either way, though, here. Okay. It was the 5/5. Well, we lose. That's fucking whack. It was a pretty... So if I did block the 2/4, we would have lose because they flip it. If I blocked the 5/6, we still lose. So actually, we just lose that anyway. It doesn't matter. Okay. I feel like the red herring is worse than normal here. I'm almost interested in taking another one of these, or like Chase is on or something. But I don't know what I would really switch it in with. I haven't really drawn this card. It can be good, but again, I just haven't really drawn it. I'm thinking about taking out the Gorehound a little bit. Or one of these two cards, maybe. Maybe even this card, because they're kind of slow. Just make them discard more. I think I like that. Because the Gorehound doesn't really work that well with the Death Touch thing. It like kind of does, because it forces them to double block, and then maybe I can choose like a creature that I wouldn't normally want to normally be able to kill or whatever, but it doesn't have 2 attacks, so you don't get that extra benefit. And I feel like I have to keep the other 2 drops. Really killing me with these fucking mulligans, huh? Just not a good hand. It's just not a good hand. And I don't really want to put any of this on the bottom, but I kind of think I have to do that. I'm smelling a loss here, fellas. Smelling a loss. Okay, that's good if they're a little slow on the draw here. That's good for me as well. Granted, no 3-drop, and then like all of this is pretty bad. So, I think this is probably bad. Like, we need to be aggressive. We don't have a 3-drop. It's probably kind of a disaster. A bit of a disaster. I think I just shock it. Yeah, that's not great either, but maybe I can flash this in on something. The problem is they're probably going to play a morph, and then I can't really do it. Okay. So here's what I can do. It doesn't feel very good, but I can do this, kill the 1/1, and then do this to make them sack the other guy. Feels like a lot just to keep this fish attacking for 2 damage. Believe in the heart of the cards. I mean, if we get to 6 mana again, that's cool, but only having 1 creature attacking is probably not good enough, because like pretty much just anything, bounces it. I don't really want to use a removal on this. Would I rather crack a clue? Would I rather crack this as a clue, kill the thing and attack for 2, or just... I guess that it's either crack the clue or do this. I think I have to crack the clue. Well, I can play Rakdos next turn, but we know they have that thing that fucking exiles permanents, which is not great news. But maybe they play something that we Soul Intervention instead. They don't. I'm gonna pass. I know that's kind of crazy because I have a Rakdos in hand. I want them to tap out for something. If they don't, I think I might Soul Intervention. Damn, they're really 5 color. That's fucking crazy. Alright, fine. I'm gonna kill your guy. Do it. Counter it. Oh, he might play the give it hexproof thing. Okay, that's... You know what? Sure. At least I know I can get this into play and draw at least a couple cards from it. That is a bonus. Also, now we'll actually get to do the poll on it if we need to. Yeah, we kind of knew that was going to happen. It was pretty obvious they were holding something up, to be fair. Okay. Yeah, just full cost. I think they're gonna win, though. I think they're gonna win. Because I have no way to get Rakdos back. They're not low enough for us to really get over the edge. They're gonna have some fucking buff. It's gonna be whack. I'm actually gonna do this. Because they were probably expecting me to block the 4/4 and then they pump it. Okay. Do this, shoot a dog, probably. Not a phrase you hear very often. Shooting a dog. I don't think it's worth doing pull on the Shady Informant. It does get its ability, so it would be 6 damage. I think what I'm going to do is do this to start. Then attack with it. Sack the clue. Draw a card, give it +2 whatever. Okay. Fellas. It's not looking good. I don't really want to use push on this 4/4. I feel like using push on this 4/4 is a losing play. But I feel like we really needed the value of like the other thing. Like we could attack with both of those, for example. Yeah, 5-color bullshit. Yeah. Bant base, but the rest of it is technically 5-color. Yeah, and that does not fucking help. It's over. It's fucking over. Sick. Yep. Why didn't... Oh, because it suspects it. That's right. Well, there's the first loss. Doesn't help that I've had to mulligan almost every hand I've played. We just didn't have fast enough draw. The first one was like kind of close. The second one was not close at all. Just did not have a fast draw at all. And then, unsurprisingly, the Rakdos like instantly dies, but I couldn't just sit there because they were just gonna sit there and draw cards forever and then eventually get it anyway. What would have been great is to actually draw this thing that I had swapped in so then I could like make them discard it. That's part of the other reason why I drew this. I put this card in the deck. It is unfortunate. We were finally, and in that first game, we were finally going to let the Case of the Crimson Pulse pop off, and they exiled it, which sucked. Well, 1 win and 1 loss is not the rate of wins you need to get to the end, and like I said, I don't think we were going to get there based on how good this deck is, so we'll see, but we need to have quite a run, but Magic can do that, so we'll see. We shall see. Oh, that's 3? I should switch to sitting. It's taking a long time to search. Should I cancel? Okay. Cancel, switch to sitting. Actually, I'm going to fill my water, too. Good time to do that. I think. Okay. do wonder if is not lowered all the way. The only thing that I'm like still unsure if I want to put in is this, I think. Or the lifelink one that's 2/1. This one's like better for the aggressive deck because it's 2 power. But it does trade with a lot of... It would trade with any Thopter, any Spirit, etc. I don't have this plugged in. I was using the earbuds. Let's switch back to the headset now. I am tempted on this, I will say. I'm also almost tempted to go to 16 lands. But card has not paid off for me yet. It feels like maybe this for this. Definitely slower if I do that. And the value of the surveils are real for sure. This card is surprisingly not been that good, I feel like. Cause every time it's like, oh, I want to target a fucking disguise creature and I can't because I would need 6 mana because you got to pay 2 for the ward cost. So I'm using it on like 2/2s anyway. I guess the idea is that since it has flash, you wait for it to flip. But yeah, I would think maybe we get like 1 to 2 more wins at most. But we could easily just lose here too. Oh, we don't even get to play. Well, if we draw a singular land, which we have a good chance of, because we have the Gorehound into this so that we get to surveil, then we at least got these guys, which is decent. Granted, the Krenko is basically just a 3/3 haste, which is still good for us, but not like popping off. If we had that 4 mana red card that makes a Thopter every turn, that would be good. Because then I would get to sack it every time, but we don't, so, you know, I don't. I'll keep that. It works decently with the Reckless Detective. Oh, that is not what I wanted you to play. I wanted you to play something that like a 2/2 that my Krenko could attack through. So here's what I'm gonna do instead. I'm gonna make Feliz Navidad. This can attack as a 1/5 and does nothing really. So I think I'm gonna just attack with the Gorehound and then do this. It's a good shock. Shock is good on the projector unless he buffs it right now, which he just hovered on it, and that makes me worried that he's about to buff it. I guess maybe I'm supposed to be here. Cloak 2 of them and put the rest. What the fuck? So that's a 4 mana, create 2 2/2s with ward 2. That seems kind of strong. Yeah, just a little bit. Alright, so I can't sacrifice a creature. I cannot. I don't really want to discard any of these cards. Well, chat, they're at 18 health and it's like turn 4 or 5. I think we lose. That's pretty much how I feel like whenever this is why I don't like aggressive decks. It's like, unless you get the draw and then their draw is slow, I feel like it's just like, oh, we're just gonna lose now because our stuff is like just kind of generally smaller. He is not a detective. If I equipped this, that would make some amount of sense. But I don't know if you've noticed, I'm not really doing anything. Although, I can get a pretty big attack with push-pull, taking those two types of guys at some point, if I want to do that. That's interesting. Because they could have done this guy, and they didn't. I'm not sure why that is. Now this isn't the best play, but it is a play. I've been kind of doing nothing this game. Feels like. Not enough value. If we end up just drawing lands, I am... Oh, wait. Oh, he collected evidence. We could still do the Vengeful Creeper at least, but... You kind of want them to have another card in the graveyard, and then we do the push-pull on it. Or the pull, I guess. Yoink 2 creatures and put them onto the battlefield, etc., etc. I think I'm okay with attacking with this. That is interesting decision. That is an interesting decision. They haven't been attacking with their face down guys. Like it was like, why didn't they attack last turn, you know? Now I was considering holding up this for the flyer, but I think I'd rather get in the Krenko now. Okay, you have a 4/4. That's why. I mean, that puts me down to 5, but this has vigilance. I guess I'm gonna double block, but he probably has something. Okay, that doesn't do anything. Alright. That's not bad, actually. Like, if they tap out or something... we can't pull yet, but... We probably soul interventioning this guy maybe next turn. We're probably gonna attack first and see what they do. Discard something huge that you can't play. Oh, wait, that is that. That definitely is that, huh? Okay, let's attack. Okay. I think I want to do this on my turn. And kill that, which is a little bit risky, but my thought process is that if I draw one land, I'm push-pulling. If I kill this, then he gets a clue, and this thing can start getting bigger. And I can do extract if I want to. And I'm definitely looking to steal their shit. Probably the 6-7 and the 5-5. Saturday stream. This is not big enough to kill that, which is unfortunate. What I can do, though... One land would be so much better than this amount of lands. I need 6. And then I drain for a bit, and then I attack. And then now if they kill my guy, they lose. Seems like a pretty good place to be. Elemental. I think we can do this one. I think we can maybe squeeze out this game at this point. I'm kind of shocked. I guess they were a little bit greedy on the waiting to flip these. What is it? This thing and that thing. I imagine what they're trying to think. How can they not die? Okay. Yeah. This guy's ability makes it so I can do 2 damage to anything. Shocked. Could I have killed my own guy? Yeah. Wait, did I have mana for that? Maybe I did. I thought it was saying that I couldn't. But oh, on the next turn. Yeah, on the next turn. For sure. But they also would have just like had to have blocked. And then yeah. And well, there was a couple things I could have. There was a number of things I could have done. Because I could have done this to drain for 1 too. Well, this plus this, and then also maybe could have done this. If I drew a land, take 2 of their things, that kills them. There was a number of things. If I drew another shock. What I'm trying to think about is if I want to do this instead of the Gorehound. I just don't think this card is quite enough. It's too finicky, I think, for what I have. There's decks where this can work, but I don't think so. I'm thinking one of these 3. I do have this in. They didn't really have anything major, but we saw in their graveyard they could have some things major. I think we're gonna run it. We're already up 1, so. Oh, so hello. I have not watched any Genesis yet. I don't know how much I really plan to either. I saw a little bit of the Capcom Cup Last Chance qualifier while I was getting ready for bed last night. Punk was on a tear from what I saw. I don't know if he ended up actually going the distance or not. I saw him beat Daigo. UNC won. Unk won. Was watching it. Pretty good matches. I don't know what like is the full Capcom Cup also this weekend too, or what? I don't know the schedule. Dude, stop making me having to mulligan every damn game, man. If I was red, like at least if there was one mountain, at least I can kill some stuff. This is disastrous. I think I have to take it and hope we draw one. If we draw one land of any color, this can work. That's the upside. One land of any color than this into scry, or one of these into scry. Which means I probably have to get rid of the herring, which is not ideal. Check the deck? Dude, they're trying to kill me with these draws, man. Groups are during the week. Okay. We need a land so bad. Thank you. We have to play this one because it wasn't a red, but at least we get to scry. It's kind of greedy, but that card is also like very much a problem. So I think I'm gonna keep it. This is not what we want to see though. The lands are split pretty evenly in the deck too, so it's not like it's something weird in that regard. I'm not gonna block because there's no point. The good news is that they can't really collect any evidence yet. I'm worried that they're gonna do some shit. Like, I'm worried they I don't know. I guess I'm just gonna do it. Okay. But now, again, we really need a red land, to be honest. This fucking card. Okay, we're in the video game, at least. I think you have to play this, right? I know it doesn't get the whole thing, but I think you can just attack with this and force the double block. Not that crazy. They were greedy last time. The reason why I think that makes some sense is because now I could attack with the Gorehound again. Science the Departing. Sorry, the Departing. I mean, it's definitely a better trade for them because, like, just they played one card and got to trade with my one card and then still have this. Okay, that's bad too. This card's really obnoxious. Good news is that we can kill the thing that they end up giving the stuff to. So there is that. If target attacking creature token is the chosen type. Dude, our deck last week was so much better. You're holding back the goblin? I think I want the scry on the other thing. Really, that's all you're doing. Okay, I'll kill that. I think I have to do this now. Just like mana wise, I can't just like risk the one, like waiting all that more time. But it would be better value wise to kill the thing that ends up doing the thing. That ends up getting the counters. And we're still in a terrible position. Like, it's almost guaranteed we lose. Just from the combo of the Hedge Whisperer into the Killer Among Us. But we're here, I guess. Now the question is... Yeah, I mean... 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I actually have to block. I actually have to block at least one thing. That's way better. And then... yeah, I mean, we kind of knew that was the case. Kind of knew that was the case. So, how does this work? As long as it remains tapped. It's still da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. So, if I kill it... then it goes away. But then we'll have to trade still a thing. And then I have to chump here. I do this. Yeah, I guess that's what we're doing. And then next turn, Macabre to drain for 2. Another popcorn crit, 32k. Nice. Nice. I think we have to do it like this. Because we could also chump here and then -4/-4 this. But I do feel like this gives us a slightly better chance. We can drain, so we'll drain if we bring in 2 creatures back, we get 4 health back. That's not what I wanted to see. I'll say that much. That's not what I wanted to see. So... and then I'll have to chump again. So let's go... probably Reckless Detective. No. Unscrupulous Agent, well... I gain 4. Go to 6. I could block the 2/2, take 5, go to 1. Or... yeah, okay, this, and then you. I was considering the detective to, the other detective to make them discard a card, and then I would chump, but... I think this is a better chance of us going the distance, I guess. You made the disc twice, and it's already level 18. That is pretty sick. Granted, they have a bunch of cards in hand. They can probably do something. Why did that not drain for 4? Oh, it only drains 1 or more. Okay. So then we definitely should have done the Unscrupulous Agent. So done this one. Because then at least they would have had to discard a card. I mean, we lose anyway. We super duper lose. We have to draw like 2 shocks. Well, we can sacrifice the thinking cap, so I guess I'm doing it like this. No, we still lose though. Because I have to tap to sack it anyway. So if they just attack, they win. Okay. I would love to not have to mulligan. That would be good. That would be good. This card is just like, it's not that good. I feel like it's worse in this format than other formats. Granted, not many other cards I have here would have helped either. There. I could technically have this in the deck, but not where we're not really where we're aiming to be. You know what though? They don't have much reach. There's something to be said about bringing in this lifelink guy. Not crazy. Not crazy. Let's see. Because, yeah, the lifelink there would have definitely been good, for sure. I think that regardless of me making the mistake not bringing back the unscrupulous agent, wouldn't have really changed anything. Not feeling great. It's very much spooky. Very spooky. But again, we weren't supposed to make it to this anyway. Like we weren't even intending to get here. So I guess there's that. What popcorn? How big of a pot do you have to do that popcorn meal RPB? I don't think I have that one. I guess I am gonna do my lunch now then. Let me do my Pokemon sleep lunch. Yeah, the explosion corn. How big is that? Wait, maybe I'll wait until after this game. It's a playable hand. It's not a hand that I like, but it's a playable hand. So I guess I'm gonna play it. I already feel terrible about having caught red-handed in my deck. Alright, that already feels just awful. 15 coin, 14 oil, 7 milk. So that's like 38 or something, or you know, somewhere in that number, 37 something. Just not what we want to be seeing. Not what we want to be seeing in our deck right now. Our 4-drops. Yep. Both slow hands to start, huh? And if you play a morph, then we just feel terrible because this card's just awful. Yeah. Just bad. Just bad. Just everything's bad. So we block the morph with our unscrupulous and give it toxic, poisonous, death touch. That's the plan. That's all we got going for us. Let him corn, let him corn. Okay, it was definitely an annoying card. Definitely an annoying. Oh, there's the shock. Uh-huh. Yeah, I mean that card is just too good. we pretty much just lose from the Killer Among Us. The only good thing is that we can Soul Intervention the thing that they end up buffing. Oh my god. Just what an awful hand. What an awful set of draws. You're a fucking asshole. You're a fucking asshole. I'll be blocking the Novice Inspector if they attack with all. If I sniped what thing they guessed, that would be awesome too. I'll say that much. No. God. Sorcery. And now he does the thing, and then we just lose. What an annoying card. Oh my god, go fuck yourself. What a stupid draw, man. What a stupid fucking draw. Fuck you, stupid ass game. My deck is so much low cost stuff, and we draw none of it. We just draw absolutely fucking none of it the whole time. Against when he finally has like an aggressive draw. What a pathetic run. The deck is better than that. I don't think this deck should go the whole way, but it should not just be a 1-win deck. There's no way this is a 1-win deck. There's no way that's a 1-win deck. Oops. It's not like two of these just aren't good. These are just not good. You have to wait for them to unmorph. Costs so much. You want to be doing this in a collect evidence type deck anyway, but we didn't have a lot else going for us. Yeah, I don't know. That was just kind of whack. That was just kind of whack. Well, I did expect us to not make it the whole way even before we did deck building, but that was probably a little more. I'm obviously a little more disappointed than I think. I don't think that should have gone that bad. Okay, let's see this. You're doing explosion popcorn. Oh yeah. So the reason RPB I haven't done that. So I have 39 popcorn because I'm going to try to do 2 tea time corn scones on Sunday. Because now I have enough for 2 of that. That's my plan. I don't have a lot of popcorn because I've only gotten popcorn from ingredient magnet things, not anything else. I've mainly just been leveling up some mid-tier level recipes like the Stalwart Vegetable Juice, the Fluffy Sweet Potatoes, and the Lucky Chant Apple Pies. Because the other recipes, it's like I either need cacaos or I need honey, and I kind of like need to save the honey for 1 fruity flan. The plan is 1 fruity flan, and then 2 tea time corns on Sunday, unless I guess I got 25 cacaos to do 1 flour gift macarons. But I think I'd rather save cacaos for then the following week because whatever. Like, I don't really need more. Like, I'm already at Master 6, so it doesn't really matter. Is my thought. You have 47. I only have 11 because I don't have anything that makes them right now. Like, I had a bunch last week because I was doing, I had, like, the double bay leaves in. This is a Lucky Chant apple pie thing, I think. No crit again. Yeah, it's almost less about the power, like actually getting it from my Snorlax, and more just like leveling the recipes, like you said. That being said, there is there is the chocolate tart, which is 11 apples, 11 cacao. I might do that just to unlock it because it would get boosted, so it would get more levels quickly. And I don't intend on using cacaos for like the end of week meal here anyway, so that maybe it just makes sense. I have a lot more milk than usual because I've left in that pretty decent war turtle that has helping bonus and stuff. I also have been stocking up on eggs. Sweet. I've been bringing in... The Altaria is so much better than the Swablu. I've been like bringing in the Altaria out, or I've been bringing it in and taking out the Celio at the beginning of the day. And then it's usually either gotten its energy from Wigglytuff and a combination of its own skill. So then by the time I take it out, whether it's like early afternoon or sometimes even later, it's still at like 80%. And then it gains some it gains 5% overnight, and then I bring it back in again, and then boom bam. So it's been pretty great for that. And it drops some eggs, but yeah, that was kind of disappointing. It wasn't even like an exciting run at all. It was just like, oh, those first beginning games I got to win against that one guy, and then win game 1 against that guy, even though I didn't have the best start. Okay, maybe I do have a chance, until like just mulligan into not great hand anyway, and then mulligan again into not great hand again. So was not the best. It was not the best start. I guess it'd be like that. So here's what we can do to end. We can do like the things that we normally do daily, but or streamly. I don't know what we call it. Why does this look not correct? Oh, right. I always get thrown off by the button that's up here. Stare. Flying Press. That's a Pokemon move, I think. You put Raichu back in for today because you need apples. Publicity, media, coverage, press, exposure. That's like 5 different things there. Dominaria the Magic Set. Dominatrix. You think you get enough ingredients to unlock big corn recipe and Valentine recipe tomorrow? Nice. Shipping my favorite dominatrix with a ringlet named Ness. What is a ringlet? Like just like a ring? I know what a piglet is. I know what the ringlet, like the thing in gymnastics? The like 2 rings? Or is it like the ring here that has the this come through it? Is that a ringlet? I don't think that's called a ringlet. Anyway, ship could be like shipping package, or a boat, or yeah, I don't know. Lee could be running away, booking it, etc. Ion? Is Ion anything but an Ion? What else would an Ion be? I don't know about that one. That one doesn't make sense to me besides the obvious thing. Lock could be the object, or lock it in. Hop, lock, and drop it. Ness, Earthbound. Ness, Nessie, like the Loch Ness monster. Okay. Flying, fleeing, shipping. I feel like the combination of these 5 things are like where I feel most comfortable. But I'm trying to think of which one would be the one that isn't part of this. A tress. What is a tress? I know what a truss is. Tress is someone saying dress with an accent. It's a tress. I'm wearing a nice tress. What'd you say? A tress. I'm wearing a tress. Dot dot dot. Come on. No. Alright, fine, fine. Media, coverage, exposure, publicity, press. Fuck you. Because now it's like, oh, let's play the guessing game. If I guess this and it's wrong, then we just can't win. That's the problem. But I don't feel like any of this other stuff really makes any sense. Family being a group of people, a category, like a family of types of things. Curl press, flying press, curl, bench press, dumbbell press, curl, ion, tress, ringlet? The hell is the rest of these exercises? DOM, delayed onset muscle soreness, it's missing the S? I feel not good about that either. There's just not enough. Like, dumbbell flies, but not flying. Not like deadlift or something either. God, this is awful. Ion, dude? What is an ion besides an ion? What do you mean? We ship exposure? Black Plague? That's a little wild. But maybe. Problem is, I don't know what a tress is, and I don't know what a ringlet is. And what is Ness beyond, like, the Loch Ness, and then, wait, Loch Ness. They have those next to each other on purpose. On desktop? Yeah, for some reason sometimes that happens where they don't load right away. I don't know why that is. Exposure. Oh, thank God. Thank God that worked. Okay. Wait. You could have, like, curls of hair, locks of hair. Maybe? Fleas in your hair. I don't know about that. Curls could be a lot of things. Curling, the sport. Curls of hair. Curls, just things that curl. Inglet, dude? Flying trapeze, ringlet, the flea guy, and the freaky family. Yes, the carnival attractions. You know them. The reason I don't think these are together is because, like, if it was, it would make sense to just be like fly. Like like to fly, to flee, to run. But flying is like, why is it there? Like the flying trapeze. The fuck is Dom and Ion have to do with anything? Oh, they're not even. Oh, one away, one away, one away, one away. One away, huh? One away, huh? I have no idea. I don't want to wait. I'm just running the. That was not all three. Okay. All right. I don't feel like waiting. I don't care this time. I simply can't. I can't care. It's so stupid. A ringlet of hair, a tress of hair. I was right on the hair things. What is this? Noun suffixes? Dude, I knew there was the circus! I said the circus. Whatever. Fuck you. Whatever, screw you. Oh my god, we're already here. That's never happened before. There we go. That might be my best record yet. That might be my best record yet. Oh, don't make a new tab. What are you doing? Okay, Alola. Oh, what the fuck is that dragon guy's name? I could tell you what it looks like. It's got like scale. I know this is about to sound stupid. It's got scales on it. But they're like ground. They're like armor looking scales, not like lizard looking scales. Okay? And it's from I could tell you the episode it's in. It's when they're going to the shrine where they end up seeing Lunala and Solgaleo, and the edgy kid that I'm blanking his name on takes Lily with them, and they go, and then they have to fight the giant dragon, and then the small versions of it and the unevolved versions, and then she uses Snowy, the Alolan Vulpix, to make an ice pass so that he can do a anime slide on the ice to then grab the fairy disc to throw it to the null type thing that he calls something else, and then that thing, because it's fairy type, resists the dragon, and then it can kill the big dragon guy. Can I write that in? Can I write that in? I told you the whole fucking thing. I know this guy. I know that fucking guy. Dragon poison doesn't exist. This is some bullshit. This is gonna be some new stuff. This is gonna be some shit like toxicity or whatever, and then he's like magically dragon. That's my only chance, is that this guy is also a dragon. I don't feel like he is though. He's a little low-key. A dragon that's poison? I think it's just that. I can't. Wait, dragon normal? What the fuck? Monotype normal. Oregon 2. I don't, this could be anything. Poison monotype? Obviously there's like muck and stuff, but I'm trying to think of something a little more risk, a little more unique. Wait. Ground. Alolan. Diglett. Maybe. I don't think it's. I know Alolan Dragon. I just don't know its name. But I could tell you exactly what it looks like in the episode and everything. I just did that whole rant. Alolan Ground. I'm pretty sure Diglett is Steel Ground. I think Mudbray and shit are ground as well. Because Geodude Alola is electric rock, not electric ground. Please don't be rock type. And please don't be normal. Let's fucking go! Yes! Yes! This is what we play for! Okay. I'm dying. Water down the wrong pipe. Dragon poison is impossible. Ground poison. Ground poison. I wanted to say Drapion, but that's dark poison. So Nidoking, Nidorino, Nidorina, Nidoqueen, classics. Nidorina and Nidorino are still ground, right? Or are they not ground until the evolution? Because I don't think Nidoran and Nidoran... Okay. I don't think Nidoran female and Nidoran male are ground poison. I think they're just poison. I don't know if the second forms are. I don't think they are. Let me go with the king because we love him. Though I think the queen is less picked, but we respect our kings. Okay? Ground, anything that's like normal plus another type that isn't flying, it's like, all right, go fuck yourself. Those don't exist. I feel like we had... Okay, we know Girafarig is normal psychic. Okay, you got me. But like... Normal ground? Normal ground. I don't think we're gonna know this. Because it's like, why isn't it just ground? Why isn't it just ground at that point, you know? Why aren't you just a dragon at that point? How are you normal dragon? I think the normal dragon is not going to be a gen that I know. I don't see how it could be. And then dragon poison's really tough too. And I know this guy. I just need to like type things and then this is Alolan, but it is not dragon. Not the guy I'm looking for. Or a cat. Not the guy I'm looking for. Dude, what is its name? What is that fucking guy's name? I know what he looks like, and I know a lot about it, and I don't know his name. Asd, I didn't mean that. ABB? Nope. ABR? Huh? No. I mean, we're a little bit cheating for sure here. No doubt about it. I'm not denying it. We're cheating a little bit for sure. Can you literally just go through every letter? No, because like if you go A, it doesn't give you all the letters. You have to like have some amount of the like even without. If I took away the N, we wouldn't get these options. So you have to like hit some of the letters of it before it even bothers to show it. No, it's not tranquil. If I find it, I'm gonna be so happy though. Even though it's like a fake win, I would still be so happy. Good song, good song. Dude, I know what it is. I know what it is so bad. I know what it is, but I can't. I don't know what it is. I know what it is, but I don't know what it is. You know what I mean? He's got like the big, he's like kind of tan and brown a little bit. Not really brown, it's more like tan. He's the dragon of a lowland gen, like Tyranitar-esque. Turtonator. Is Turtonator just fire type? He could be my mono type that I put in, potentially. For a Lola. Orangaroo, that's a good one too. He's a cool guy. I'm trying so hard to remember like the voice actors saying its name, and I just can't. Oh no, it's a giant. It must be a total Pokemon version of the fucking guy. I can't. No. What is it? I don't know, man. I think it's fighting type too. It's like dragon fighting. I got a text message from my mom. Okay. It's Alola. So instead of doing common letters, let's do like some weird starts, like starting with an P or like a J. How about J A L? Really, Alakazam shows up? Salazzle? I think that's... I don't know if that's Mono Poison or Poison Dark. Sylvally. Otherwise, that's the name. This is the thing that you throw the disc into. Otherwise known as Null Type 0. Okay, what's another weird letter we can go with? F? Okay. Okay, K. How about K? L? K, you know what? K does give, Alolan type vibes, like Tapu Koko, for example. Like Tapu Koko. There's a lot of those where there's like double O's. N-O. What is this? Rookie D? What's that from? We could do Brion for our monotype. There it is! There it is! There it is! It's right there. It's right there. That's it. I told you I would get it. Let's go! Como oh. Yes. Yes. Totally not cheating. Alright, Dragon Poison is cheating. Dragon Normal is cheating. Ground Normal is cheating. Havens, you already did this? Normal type, monotype, huh? Normal type. See what I mean? It's got like the big scales and they're tan. I wasn't lying. I was right. Oh. You tried? Okay, well, first of all, is the ground normal or dragon normal anything Gen 4 or previous? That's my first statement. Meanwhile, normal type, maybe we just keep it classy, go like a Porygon 2 or something boring like that. Go with like a Patrat, something like that. What's the evolved form of this guy? Rat? Hell is that guy's name? Para. Cat. Cat Rat Espathra? What the hell is that? Ooh, Delcatty. Delcatty's I feel like Delcatty's one that people think of, but whatever. We'll do Delcatty. Not even close? Yeah, see, I didn't think so. These feel like they started allowing this type of thing to happen a lot more, like Gen 6 and later. Because, like, normally if this was ever a thing, they would just be like, oh, well, let's just make it ground instead, because that makes fucking sense. Normal's like the thing they put something when they're like, this doesn't really fit anything. Let's just have it be a normal type. Then they started doing some weird shit and putting normals in there. Alright, poison normal. No, not poison normal. Poison mono. Fuck. Grimer. Music. Swalot and Swablu. Swalot and Swablu. Is Trubbish just poison? I'll do Venonat is poison, and then that was poison, other coughing. Could do a good old coughing, wheezing. Ekans. But let's go with, what did I say? Swalot and Gulpin. I was like, what the hell is the other guy's name? Okay, that's probably not a good guess. And then Alolan monotype. I mean, we could go with Brion. There's a lot of options, but I don't really care to wait. And then the only idea I have is this thing, and I don't even know if this is even how this works. This looks like it's gonna be like electric poison. That's why I don't like guessing it. Low key. But I can't think of anything else that would be poison dragon. Unless it's like the fucking, the thing at the end of Sword and Shield, that giant fucking Leviathan purple skinny weird thing. Or, no, that's Dragon Ghost. I was thinking of the one in Pokemon Unite, but that's Dragon Ghost. This isn't gonna be right anyway, so whatever. And then ground normal, I give up. I simply give up. Diggersby is ground normal? Why isn't it just ground? This is a stupid ass game. Drampa is normal dragon? The fuck is this? Dude, this was what I was talking about, Eternatus! The giant Leviathan purple skinny guy. I'm gonna give myself a couple points for that. To be fair, I'm gonna give myself some points on that. I called that out. Okay, least common. Cyclizar is dragon normal. So I couldn't have even done Bunnelby. I would have had to have been Diggersby. He sounds weird like that. Eternatus, I did call that one. Right. Wooper Paldea, poison ground. Nidorino, the least poison monotype. I guess that makes sense. Yeah, Swalot more rare, I guess. At least I didn't go with the other ones. Okay, okay. What is this? Normal? This isn't a real Pokemon. Glameow, Exploud, Perugly, Greedent. How is Greedent that low? I guess people just don't like it, but... Really, Porygon? That was like my first thought. Gen 2 remakes? I did not hear any rumors about that. I did not see anything like that. What did I guess again? Delcatty. Yeah, Delcatty's one of those like, oh, everyone hates Delcatty and doesn't think of it, so then everyone chooses it because it's like a good rare option. Instead of something that would actually be popular, like one of these guys, but okay, fair enough. Monotype Alola Zera Aura is a good. Dude, I'm constantly surprised by how low Chosen Lycanroc is on these things. Because it's like one of the almost, like, is like a huge storyline throughout the entire anime. No one gives a shit though, I guess. Found Sweet Steenie. Yeah, that makes sense too. And then we already... Alolan Dragon. Least guest was Naganadel. And Drampa. Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. Oh, Turtonator is Dragon! Okay. And then, what is this? Alolan Ground. Yeah, that's wild that less people... I think this is, again, a case of, like... Oh, people will choose Diglett. Let's choose a different one. I didn't actually think this was Ground. I thought it would just be, like, Ghost or something. But yeah, okay, Ground Ghost makes sense. Ground Ghost makes sense, too. Someone leaker on Reddit said there'll be Let's Go style, but there'll be Let's Go Togepi, Let's Go Wooper. Thoughts? That will be announced on Pokemon Day Direct. That sounds like trash. And I don't mean in terms of the game being bad. That doesn't, it doesn't even sound like good fake games. Wooper's popular, for sure. Wooper's very popular, but like, not to be named Wooper. And also not to be named Togepi. That would not work. There's no way that that's true. I refuse to believe that that is true. It's just such a bad, there's no way. The idea is they're trying to play off of Pikachu and Eevee, the leaker here, with those being the choices. Like, oh, it's not just the starters, right? It's Pikachu and then Eevee, which normally isn't as... But it's like, okay, but like... Eevee has become a thing that they've pushed. See the Alolan anime as an example of that. Like, they've pushed Eevee to that spot. To one of those, like, main... attractions, one of those main mascots. There's no way that they would pick Togepi and Wooper. Not true. Simply just not true. Anyway. Unfortunately, I lost in Magic. It's time for me to do my ab routine number 3 of the week and then cook dinner. That's the plan. And then I guess see you tomorrow. For maybe more demos and then sap. Who would I pick though? I just don't think it makes sense. They could I mean, dude, imagine if they did Let's Go Pikachu 2 and Let's Go Eevee 2. I don't think they want to stick with the whole Go naming though. It'll make people think of like Pokemon Go and stuff. I just don't think they would. Nintendo would, but Nintendo's not Pokemon, and Game Freak is not Pokemon, and Game Freak is not Nintendo. I don't think they would. Well, first of all, I mean, the more likely thing is they're gonna do a remake of Gen 5 and it's gonna be a disaster like Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl. That's what's more likely to happen at some point, because I mean, that's just what they've been doing. But, I wouldn't be opposed to them at some point doing like another... You know what? No, I don't. I don't want them to remake Gen 2. You can change... You can do... Don't remake Gen 2. Do a new game in Gen 2, if that's what you want to do. Don't do a remake. Do a new game. Okay? Do that instead. Does that make sense? Like, I don't even want them to remake Gen 5. I don't want it. Give us a new game in Gen 5 if that's what you want to do. Don't give me remakes. All of your remakes have been bad, pretty much. Besides, like, Heart Gold Soul Silver was the best remake. Everyone knows this. After that, the Gen 3 remakes during 3DS era were okay. But they still, like, people look back at those now as being good remakes because they were not completely trash. But they still didn't include things like, what was it, like the Battle Factory and shit like that. So, like, that, there were definitely a lot of complaints about that type of thing initially. But now, because of BDSP being so dog shit, they're like, the Gen 3 remakes were so good. And you know what? There is some credit about the Gen 3 remakes, because, like, they did have, like, the primordial fucking whatevers. But if you just don't do remakes. They're just, you're not remaking them well, and honestly, playing them on the original, just playing, like, I would rather just do another run of Diamond or Pearl than play Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl. I would potentially rather just do a replay of Pokemon Emerald than of the Gen 3 remakes, but I can't 100% say that because I haven't played both of those yet, but I know they're going to. The only hope could be that they don't do an actual remake and then do, like, the whole Legends Arceus type shit with it. Like, at least that's, like, kind of a new game. You know what I mean? They, like, at least did something there. You'd rather play a ROM hack? That too, but I mean, this is a ready for some based take? I mean, it might not be that based, but millennial-ish aged gamers are the problem. Okay, let me talk through this, all right? Don't -2, don't thumbs down yet. Those age folks grew up in gaming during the growth and the advancement of graphics, and a lot of what was the experience was the new games, the things that were newer and better were exciting because of the graphics. Those were always one of the biggest pushing points to a new console, new game, etc. The graphics are better. 8-bit, 16-bit, 32-bit. We got polygons now. We got even more polygons now. You get the idea? The polygons don't matter anymore. They haven't mattered anymore for a while. To some extent. And guess what? The new age gamers, they've grown up with the polygons the whole time. When they look at an older game, they don't go, oh, that looks like shit. They go, oh, that's what they had at the time. That's interesting. Yeah, I mean, obviously there's going to be some people that say that looks like shit, I'm not playing it. But, like, in a general sense of, like, someone that is actually going back and playing older games, they're not really doing it through the lens of this experience of growing up and, like, the new graphics mean better and, like, that kind of thing. I truly think that a lot of Zoomers do not care about graphics to the extent that the millennials do, as well as they are more likely to be accepting of a game that has not as exciting graphics because they just want it to be fucking fun. And you know what? So do I. And that's why indie games be the hotness for a lot of people because we just want to play a fun game. Remember in high school, people arguing X game was better than Y because of graphics? Interesting time. But, like, it's true, dude. Granted, I haven't been talking to a lot of Zoomers lately. But, like, I'm just saying. This whole remake culture, the only good part about it, of course, is the fact that access. That's the main reason that remakes, remasters are good, is it gives access to these new people to play games that they might not have ever ran into otherwise, just because they don't know they existed, or they don't know how to, they don't have original hardware. They're maybe a little hesitant to try emulating because Zoomers don't know how to use computers now. That's a whole different discussion. So there's obviously still some that do, but like, go into some like teaching subreddits or something. There's a lot of ranting that people in the working world and otherwise are ranting about Zoomers not knowing how to use computers. Okay, you don't need. It doesn't take much to find it. But I mean, and just like normal gamers, like normies that play games, are not really gonna be emulating that much unless they get like kind of like a building blocks phone app version, which is fine too, but that's maybe more for something simple like Pokemon. You get my point. Anyway, remasters and remakes have their place. Sometimes it feels like there's a little too much of that. I think there will be people that will say, "Oh, I'd still rather play the original Resident Evil 2, 3, 4, etc." But a lot of those people will also still say, like, cuz they're purist or whatever, and like that's fine. But a lot of them will also still give credit that the remakes and remasters, however you want to label them, those are good, like good remakes. And you know why they're partially good remakes? Because they add things to the game. They aren't actually just remaking the game and giving it prettier graphics. They're making quality of life changes. They're making straight up gameplay changes. They're making new actual parts of the game and shit. Like there's good things there. Super Mario RPG remake remaster. There's a little bit less changes maybe in there than compared to Resident Evil, but like that one I would say you're probably more on the range of this is for access rather than for really reinventing the game compared to the Resident Evils. That's my understanding, is that the Resident Evils are they hold the spirit for the most part, but aren't necessarily one for one by any means. Where Super Mario RPG I think is a little bit closer to one for oneing beyond the graphics. There's definitely some quality of life changes from what I understand, but not as much new stuff necessarily either. Anyway, you get my point. It's something I thought about a couple months ago maybe. I saw a tweet from Kayan, I think, talking about it, who is the guy that made, or the person, I don't actually know, the person that made I Want to Be the Guy. They were talking about that topic, about how I guess they, from what I understood or remember reading, is that they kind of got that interpretation from talking to other younger gamers, is like the whole not really caring as much about the graphics and how that's more of a millennial thing because of growing up in the age of graphics improving being the way that games are better, etc., etc. Okay. I gotta get cooking food as well as doing my ab routine. A failure of an MTG run. Expected as expected, but not. I didn't think it was gonna be that bad. I thought the deck was pretty decent, but it was. I mean, that's why I don't like playing an aggressive deck. You kind of saw why I don't like playing it. It felt like ran out of cards, and then we're dead. And then we just gotta sit there and like pray that they just draw nothing over and over, and then we finally draw something, and that pretty much never happened. So, oh well, I guess. I'll see you tomorrow. It might not start at 5. We'll see, but that's, whatever. I'll see you